Turn into something good, as if it never could. Whoa, crash up into big town. Some
What's up? 40 ounce? Dude, hopefully I look healthier than before. I got a bunch more new crap. I finished Shenmusha, dude. Finished it. How's life? Thanks for stepping by, dude. I just drank coffee. I feel a little bit wired out. Such good. My girl got that thing that like drips coffee. Like you do the filter, I don't know, Cremex, Craft, whatever. But it's really good, dude. So yeah, I didn't buy any more kits from where I was at. I decided to stop buying kits and I bought a shit ton more tools. Bought a shit ton more airbrushes. I'm doing some like crazy mods now, like on kits. Like I'm trying to go pro style. So I got like real sick and I was out for, dude. I know. I was out for like 6 months, dude. Like just right after Shinmusha, like I pushed myself in Dallas and I was already whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm back now, dude. Finally gaining weight and shit. I didn't know. Did I send you an invite? Was that you? I didn't know how to do it. Like, dude, this took me so long to figure this out again. Like, I guess because it was Ustream before. And, like, dude, I'm such a noob with this shit. It took forever, bro. Forever. Anyway, so what's going on with you, man? Are you building? Are you, I think, I'm trying to remember if you had like a Zaku or something like that. Or maybe it was a Barbatos or something like that. I don't remember. shit, I have it on Ninja and Ghetto. How's everybody's shitty Monday? Good? Bad? So I never clear coated this guy. Like, I never clear coated the metallics. And dude, they come off with like one finger touch, so I know I look like a douche, but whatever. I look like Michael Jackson and shit. Right now I'm working on a seed kit that's like really, really customized. I'll show you that in a second. Let me pull Shimusha out. Did you ever see it at all or no? I broke the head, I had to recast the head. It's a fucking pain in the ass, dude. I'll just put him right here. Let's see. Give me a second, we stand his ass up, dude. Like these, when you don't like Alclad metallics, man. Oh my god, they're such a fucking. They're great. They're fantastic, but they're just a pain in the ass, man. They're a pain in the ass. Never seen it. Oh, really? You never saw it? Okay, cool. Excuse the camera work here. Alright. Oh, man. I don't know if it's my monitor, but that color does not do it justice. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's my monitor, but that's that two-tone separation I was trying to go for. The lighting in here is kind of balls, dude. Let me get a different. Sorry, I don't mean to make everybody sick and shit. Let me just turn the camera over here. I had to get creative with the little camera tripod shit here. Oh god, this is why people leave. That's what I've been working on. I'll show you that in a second. Oh god, that's bright as shit. I found this like LED light that's pretty awesome, pretty cheap. I really wish, I don't know if they updated the PS3. Thanks, dude. I don't know if they updated the PS3 controller or what, but I mean not the controller, the camera. But dude, this camera sucks. Big donkey dick. So you see that? I don't know if I did that on camera, but that camera, that mod, that basically put like that god damn it, everything's backwards. That film. Come on, focus, focus. This is worse than my iPhone, dude. Focus. Wow, I guess it's just not gonna focus. But anyway, you can't really see the detail. Let's see those can't even see them, dude. But anyways, there's like little, not pistons, but I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say here. The blowholes or whatever the fuck. Here, let's do this. Let's make this shit look all godlike. There we go. There we go. It's a little much, but oh my god, this is so annoying. So yeah, this camera's balls. I don't know why I try to do Gundam stuff with this because it's never gonna work. But like you can't see the mesh in the chest right there at all. I don't think you can. No, it's okay. I love the legs. I think the legs look dope. God, I'm the worst cameraman ever. This is IC thrusters I put in there. This thing came down to the wire, dude. Like literally. I feel like this, I'm not sure if it's my monitor or what is making this shit look pink, but I think I had that problem with reds in this camera anyways. Anyways, this is what I've been working on. This is what it normally looks like. Stock, that's like painted up and stuff, and I basically just changed all the proportions on it. So anywhere where you see the white, like that's, I basically cut it in half. Like it's been chopped in half this way, chopped in half there, chopped in half there. I added the layering there to the shoulders. Basically cut out that. I added 6 millimeters right there. And right now I'm doing trimming. Where you I don't know. Anyways, I wish you can. I basically made the head a little bit taller because I raised the collar. I made the collar longer so you can see the cut in there, because I added so much claw to make him thicker. So it just kind of gives him more of a thick human-like look. I used the natural thing, I just cut it and made it a little longer there. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do as far as like the legs go yet, but yeah, that's what's up. I just drilled a hole in that. That way it's much easier for me to mod it. Oh god, let me do this real quick so I'm not shaking. I have like freaking Parkinson's, dude. Parkinson's. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it, man. Wait. So you can see those shoulders. I use tank tracks basically. Like normally they look like this. They don't have anything on them. And what I did is I was just like, after a while you get to the point where you buy a kit just for the damn like one thing off of it, you know what I mean? So I found this 100/350 scale at Hobbytown. And it's just basic little tanks and stuff, but what I noticed... Hey, thanks Roger, really appreciate that. I'm really new to this. I used to do Ustream, but if you want to add me or whatever, or however it goes. But anyways, those were the bottom to this ATV here. They're the treads, basically. But when I saw it, I thought it looked... And this is going to be cleaned up, and it's going to have like plot plate on top of it, so it's layered, so you won't see all the jaggedness. But those treads look like, to me, the thrusters. Like all the coiling and stuff like that. I don't know if that makes sense. But it just kind of gives him depth, you know what I mean? Texture. I had to get tricky with this, but it was really... What I try to... Oh, God. What I try to do is use the... everything that's already there. So, I don't know if you can see there. All I did is I cut these. I cut these off and I just moved them out. Since... Look, I'll just show you. That way I can push this down more and this chest out, because otherwise it looks all weird, and to me his head looks like it's like smushed in, and it looks good but just doesn't, I don't know. So anyways, you can see the plot plate in there, right there. And then right there, so I essentially, I found some really good saws, and you know how like I am with I'm like the most addicted person. I get addicted better than anybody, but these saws are like they're just mind blowing. So for instance, you can, and it's not like these saws are like if you get a chance. I love first Granddad Enzaku. Yeah, man, I haven't built the like the old Zaku's or anything like that yet. I want to, but so these guys they're made by hand, and it's not like flimsy. It's just like ridiculous. But if you look at that, it's like even smaller than a regular razor saw. It's .01, and they cut to the point like where when I cut this guy in half, like it's smooth. I don't even have to sand afterwards. Like it makes my work time like super efficient, basically. So you know that's why I was able to cut this thing in half. Like I'll show you here. So since it got longer, I had to basically extend that. Oh fuck my life, dude! Please don't have broken something. That's what I do. That's what I do. Let me find this real quick. Fuck my life. Oh my god, that part flew, dude. It didn't break, I don't think. No, it didn't break, but a part is like missing. Give me 1 second. My bad, dude. Fucking moron. No! Why? Fuck, dude. Why, fuck. I have no idea where the fuck that went. Fuck. So what I lost is like the neck part. Yeah. Oh my god. Why me? I swear, dude. I fucking swear to God. Oh, fuck my life, dude. Anyways, I'm not gonna stress about it, even though I'm fucking stressing. So yeah, that's kind of the gist there. And so I leave all the skeletal frame there. So that way when I put these on, it still has a frame to hold on to. Dude, I'm fucking pissed about that part. Holy balls. Anyways, man, one day I've seen people do better work with like less freaking tools, but dude, it makes it much easier. Like this is my new accomplishment that I've never been able to do before, but like the layering. So it probably looks corny now, but once it's painted all the same, like it won't. And you see like there's a hole in there. Like it gives it more depth. And so dude, you want to see tools, bro, like that's the new baby right there, man. That thing is fucking boss, dude. Anyway, that's my sander. It's, dude, like, so look at the chamfering on this shit. Like, what I mean by that is look how the plastic looks like it's, hold on. Oh my god, I can't. It's one, you know what I mean? Like, the sanding it's just perfectly smooth against there. So that freaking thing lets me do that because what I can do is I can measure the original angle with this miter table and you know put it up until it's the right angle, lock it in, and then it's just real dude, it's made my life super easy, super fast. But I know they look really horrible right now, but when it has the whatchamacallit, it'll be good. The hardest thing was like the cement, it was basically making it symmetrical. I gotta look for that freaking part, dude. I'm freaking out. Hold on, I'm trying to pretend like I'm not freaking out, but I'm fucking freaking out. Dude, I can't believe I lost it. I have no. I saw it like fly. I just don't know where it flew to. Holy shit, dude! I can't believe I lost it. God damn it! Oh, I found it! Holy shit! I found it. I literally found it by. I accidentally put my finger down to hold myself, and it was, cause so I have this. Like I have that specifically for this because I lost so many pieces, and it's like same. It was just stuck in there. I couldn't see it, so all it was this little sweet baby there. Woo! It scared me. Does that make any sense? I know I'm talking fast. As far as like how I did this, I'm not sure if you're even interested or not, but whatever, you know. Um, this is what the parts look like before I added the pla on top of it. So it really doesn't matter here. So you just take, you know, your one piece of pla like this, like 0.5. You cut out your shape that you want, and then you will glue the other part on so it's layered. Basically, then you're gonna glue it on there just like that, and then you trim it up, and it's that I'm making it sound super easy, but it is difficult. But like when you have things like these little tools, like where like it's basically transparent tape where I can cut out perfect shapes. Like my hardest thing, and I think everybody's hardest thing once they realize, like when you scratch build, like cutting things straight is fucking insane. Like even with my ultrasonic fucking thingy here, like it's still impossible to cut shit. Like even with the ruler, cutting through plastic it's hard. Like this is the one ruler I found that is like beyond amazing. It's like has a diamond grid, I guess, behind it, but it doesn't move at all. It's awesome. Anyways, I had way too much caffeine before I got on here. Have you built any kits yet, 40? How's everybody else doing out there? And I guess I should show up. Like, dude, what an old man with fucking anime posters in his goddamn garage. What kind of shit is that? Here, while I fix this, I'll let. I think only people get on here just to look at the fake hobby store I have. Dude, so I'll tell you a story. I don't think you were around when I got this. Like, I got fucking. I don't know why I cuss so much. I never cuss. Anyways, I got this for $126 on Amazon Prime. Like, it was just a fluke. I guess it was a new site. I kind of feel like a dick now because I'm trying to open business. Because I basically bought it for what they get. Here's the. Oh god, this thing's so bright. Here's the tag for the GBWC. It was really cool. I didn't win, of course. I felt like my kit looked better. It was better built, painted and stuff, but anyways, I'm not gonna get into it. Hi. Oh. Hi. Hi. Look at that gloss. Sorry, dude. I'm like watching myself. What a moron. When I never succeeded last time. Dude, I got so many trolls last time. It was ridiculous. I couldn't handle it at some points. See, this is what happens when you touch the metallic, because when I don't seal it. But if you seal it, it dulls the Alclad metallic. So it's kind of like a. I don't really use this much metallics, but for this one, oh my god, I'm so scared. And which really sucks, dude, is you can't see it, but I actually did a wood grain. I just did it too dark. So like if you see it in person, you can actually see the wood grain underneath. Oh, thank you for the you are living My childhood dream. Hey, what's up, Frank? Frank, are you Frank from San Antonio, bro? Oh, fuck. This one I kind of fucked up. So what I did is the blades come super shiny already. So like the katana and this one, I basically just flat coated it. Because I wanted it, I just felt like it was too plasticky shiny. It was that electroplate. Dude, I just love decals. The decals on this thing were so... Oh, you can kind of see the wood grain there. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. That was like... Because I thought this was going to win. I really did. That wood grain is legit. If you can actually see it in person, it's like this little airbrushing sheet that you have to like... Oh, it was so hard to do. It was so fucking hard. Because like... anyways. But anyways, so if you imagine what I did here is I just masked it off. All this, I sprayed alclad magnesium to make it look like the clay. And then I basically, oh, okay, Riverside, awesome, dude. I'm in Texas. And then I did the dull coat, you know. Or actually, I did the dull coat first, and then I don't remember exactly what I did. It was frantic as shit, dude, because I was trying to get to the, it was in Dallas, the GBWC competition. And I was riding with someone else. You can kind of see the wood grain on there, too. Maybe not. And then I don't know if I don't want to like repeat show it. But... Which one, the Shimusha? Dude, if you could see how glossy I got that thing, dude, without any orange peel or anything like that. That paint, I think you're around. That paint was so hard to make, dude, to make that color. Oh my god. I want to airbrush really badly, but I need to finish that. Thanks, Frank. I appreciate it, man. I really do. I'll show you some of my other kits if you want. If you're new to the... This was my first kit. Yeah. Oh man, this light's not good at all. Let me see if that's gonna be... Yeah, you can kind of see. Sorry guys, I'm trying to... I'm trying to see if we can see the gradation with this goddamn... Uh-oh. Shit. God damn it, that's not working like I thought it would. Anyways, there you go. You can see like the gradation where... Gradation meaning that... Maybe it's just my monitor. Like where it goes from really light in the center to dark. And if you look like right here, it's really light in the center. It kind of goes dark out there. That was my goal on this kit in particular. And then I sprayed alclad brass or copper. Copper. This is stainless steel. That's my favorite metallic. This is my very first. I made these colors using Tamiya spray cans. I basically didn't spray it because you're never gonna get this kind of coat. I sprayed them into a little bottle, wait for the little bubbles to dissipate, and then I airbrushed them. That was a reverse wash. So you spray you spray lacquer first, clear it, and then you do enamel, and then just wipe it off. It makes it look like you did a bunch of detail that you didn't. And then there's a lot of pre-shading on the ribbons. Hopefully you can see. I'm not trying to toot my own boat, but damn, I never get to show these off. And I got the one I don't like to show off at all. I think it's because it was acrylic, and I just It was my first like major. I obviously my very first kit was a Sazabi. Like I overdo everything, but I don't know. My buddy was like, "Oh, it's awesome, dude. You should show it." I basically did this in tangent with the bear guy, but this is using Vallejo. This was like my goal. So to get that candy, you basically you're doing you're sanding it to beautiful perfection. You're doing your primer, you're spraying. Actually, I didn't spray primer at all. I just did straight gloss enamel, like a really high gloss enamel. Then you spray chrome over it, and then the clear green. So it gives you that mirror. See, the gold is where I fucked up, and that's why I don't like it. Because I use like I tried to be all cool and use I don't know, dude. That was so hard to mask all that shit. See the mono eye? That's homemade mono eye with some glue, bro. But yeah, and now that I'm looking at this kit, I really like this kit. Holy shit! I don't know why I thought it was bad. This is fucking really nice. I'm not reading comments, sorry. Anyways, not bad for my first go around. Show the weapons. I hate weapons, by the way. They're the epitome. They're my death. Yeah, so for whatever reason, my first paint job, I decided that I wanted to candy coat even like ridiculously small, ridiculous shit like that. So, oh, my frustration. You guys have no idea. I think I did. I guess it wasn't that bad now that I'm looking at it, though. Like, do you understand how hard it is to? Never mind. I'll shut up. All right. So yeah. Anyways, so yes, that is that. I think that's all the kits I have on me. I've done a few other kits, but they're just straight builds without any customization. I have two of them at Hobbytown right now, and one at a Dragon's Lair. Anyways, Camphor amazing. I know, dude. It was such a. The Twitch creative Gunpla community is growing. Is this Twitch or is maybe I didn't even know there was a community. Like I was doing Ustream a long time ago before like I saw anybody do it, and it picked up. I mean, for modeling, I had pretty decent following. I just got all sick and fucking couldn't handle life and shit, and I disappeared. So yeah, I basically lost the GBWC and I was like, fuck everybody. But I've spent way too much money. Like I literally have every guy I know paid. Known to man. I have every hobby, Mr. Hobby color, every Gundam. Like I have too much shit to not win. I don't know if you guys remember. Yeah, this is you too for sure. It took me maybe the Camphor, because it was my first paint job. It took me like a month and a half. But I was also doing Bear Guy. Bear Guy took me like 2 weeks. Like it was pretty easy. I did like color sanding on it, stuff like that. But like this one right here, this has only been like maybe a week and a half. Like I've really busted my ass on this one. Like I'm trying to become more efficient. Where it's just right now I'm at the stage where, like right here, this is called trimming. I'm at the stage where I'm cutting back, and you can't really see the panel lines I've drawn out, but I'm trying to plan out like what kind of layering I want to do and stuff like that. That's what takes fucking forever. And I feel like once you do like your first master grade, because of all the planning that you have to go through, I would say like after that you can probably bust out like detail like this like in a month, like with out of the box without any mod. Like this one has a few mods, but not many. Like a month. Like especially if you have good airbrushes. I happen to get a few really good airbrushes. Like they're basically spray guns. They're not even airbrushes. That are like they shoot like super clear, super clear. Everything looks glassy. So I still have a lot of work on this. Like I have a bunch of chemicals and stuff like that that I use. That I'll just basically build this up, and then I'll use the sander to kind of sand it so it looks like it's all one part. So I was making it really wide, and I had to make it longer. I noticed his head is just too, I don't know, his head was just too shrunken. So that's why I jacked it up, and I don't know. Whatever. I feel awkward right now. I don't know what to fucking talk about. I guess I can do some scratch building, or if you guys want to look at tools, VMC chisels, or if you want to look at, I don't know. But you should twitch. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate it. You're just nice, dude. I need to come on here just to fucking hear nice people. Yeah, I'll get on Twitch. I didn't know. Like, someone told me YouTube is better, but I just miss Ustream. Like, I could play music. Like, that's a big part of it. Now, like, I can't play music. It's like, what? I need to figure it out more. I just haven't spent, like, much time. Like, I'm really worried about, like, I know the TPP, I thought that shit was going to go through, and, like, trade to Japan and China was going to be fucked, especially for modeling, so I've been busy being paranoid, so. I think once you realize, like you don't need to be scared of the model, like, pretty much everything can be fixed. That's when things become really fun and not like scary. I still like sit around and fucking like waste time because I'm scared to do a technique, but that's just because I'm constantly trying to do fucking stupid hard techniques on that I don't need to do that make shit a lot harder. I burnt myself out last time with the Shinmush, like really bad. I really burnt myself out. Especially with streaming too. Anyways. So yeah. Alright. I'm gonna go grab my scribers real quick, and I'll start scribing some of my arms out, basically. Like, that's what I have so far. Like, don't mind, this looks like really shitty. Anytime you scratch building, it looks like trash. Like, that's just me extending the arm, but the concept is, I guess if I show you what layering is, it'll make more sense. Oh, here we go. So, most of the shit I learned is all from these manuals. This one happens to be in English, which is awesome. Oh, anyways, the new Google Translate is hooked up to the new supercomputer that's going to murder us all, and it's like actually machine learning, which means AI, and it's amazing. It's amazing. You can take pictures of Japanese, and it instantly. You can play music on YouTube. Just don't save the stream. Oh, okay, cool, dude. Okay, I'll do that then. But this is basically layering in its simplest form. Like, so this is the part originally. You just draw your little thing out on tape, whatever, you know what I mean? And you get your plastic, you camphor it, you do your 2 layers first, and then cut it out like I showed you there, and then simply glue it on, and then just, I mean, it's a lot more difficult than that, because these simple techniques are difficult, but once you see it, the concept really isn't that crazy. Like I told you, it looked like shit because it was white, but like once it's painted, it looks like, oh my god. Like, are you serious? Like, you can tell I go through this magazine a lot. Like, that just blows me away. Because, yeah, just a little bit more scribing, stuff like that. And so anyways, that's layering. Now trimming is another technique that you combine with layering. So for instance, this is a part of the Jesta arm. You know what? Let me just grab the fucking page since it's already ripped out. My girl totally ruined this for me. So that's what the normal part looks like. And all he did is he drew some panel lines on there. If you can see that. And then this is the panel lines where he scribed it with the BMC chisel. And then he just basically comes through, since the panel line's already there, uses that as a guideline and actually cuts the pieces out. Like, so all those panels, he cuts out literally. Like, I know I sound like a retard. And you basically put them back together. So what happens though is it leaves a lot more spacing. So you get a part that looks like that all of a sudden, which looks a lot more mechanical, shows a little bit more of the frame. It's a lot more difficult because you have to because some of these things don't have pegs, so you have to make pegs, which isn't hard once you do it once or twice, but give you an idea how you incorporate layering in there. So you take those pieces you cut and you just add a little plow plate to it, and something simple like that turns out like that. So it looks super, it looks more complicated once it's all one color and you can see it better. That's the bad thing about scratch building. You never know how good you're doing, really, until you kind of get a base coat, not a base coat on, but a primer coat. Anyways, I probably lost everybody with that, but I'm really big into resources from Japan and stuff. That's my little library here. You just because they're so far advanced, compared to the United States. The United States is just not. It's just starting. You know what I mean? So there's not many things set up. Oh, play some music. Anyways, all right. Let me put this guy away real quick, or to the side at least. I know it looks gay with the glove, but put that much work into it, it's like, no. Here. Dude, I know. Well, you can get a Scratch Build Revolution. You can buy right now from Gundam US store or something like that. And he's pretty cool. There's actually another one that's coming out January 11th or something like that. But dude, these magazines are so amazing. If you buy one, for instance, I would buy Nomokin just because it's a good introduction to all the tools. And then what he does is he goes into how to use those tools. This is mind blowing, the little tiny techniques you can come up with. But he has one just for Gunpla and stuff like that. There's a shit ton of different kinds. All right, so right now what I'm gonna do is start drawing my panel lines on here. I'm gonna draw it first, and then if everything looks good, then you can scribe it in, and that's kind of the difficult part, is just making shit straight because it's plastic. Everything's really rigid. So this you can get from Hobby Lobby. Where the hell is it at? Everything's 40% off at Hobby Lobby. Absolutely everything. Camera can't see me. Dude, this is not a good setup at all for this camera. My bad, guys. Oh, it's my first stream. Give me a chance. It could be that I just have a fat head, dude. Dude. All right. Anyway, so what is good about it is it's super flexible and it has 90-degree angles on there. Yeah, they're really, really good. Have you seen the? Yeah, I have, dude. It's too much, man. Have you seen the runners? I know people that are really, really good at building. It's just too much, dude, for them. I'm down. I really want to do it. This is the one I would look for on Hobby Link Japan, because they have the cheapest shipping. And choose the FedEx shipping. You can get 3 or 4 books. But this one's gonna go into the ones for, and here, I'll just show you real quick. As far as the translations, a lot of people maybe used it once or twice and forgot about it, but Google Translate has, dude, it's been redone and it's pretty amazing. So you're not gonna be able to see this very well, but we'll try. So we're gonna translate this sentence right here. I mean, this paragraph right here. Before, I'd be lucky if I could get like 3 words out of it. Now oh shit, if it works. Right when I say that, right, it's like, oh no, just kidding. So you actually take pictures of it. There was an error, okay. What the hell? Okay, so yeah, maybe Google Translate's not working right now. Try one more time. So it'll start doing that. It might be the server's down. It's just making me look like a fucking idiot. But anyways, yeah, you get the gist. It goes through. I just wanted to show you like how quickly, and there's like a little voice that'll actually speak to you if you're a lazy fuck like me. Really, if you're just building and you're trying to go through these. What I'd like to do is I've been working on a big spreadsheet for it. You know what it is? It's my fucking the iPhone sucks assholes with Wi-Fi. So yeah, exactly. As soon as I took it off Wi-Fi, so you can see here now it's highlighted all the Japanese. We literally go through and hand highlight everything that we want translated. So that's why I mean it's good for tools too, because you can literally take a picture of a tool and get the directions on it.
When the decal rides on the parts, adjust the position and angle with the brush. Let's move the mark by stroking or poking a little. The state where the decal got wet a little so far. Once the position is decided, it will wipe off extra moisture.
Dude, tell me that translation isn't fucking ridiculously good. So yeah, it's really made everything well. Hey, what's up? ABO, how you been, man? I haven't talked to you in so long. I'm doing good, man. I'm feeling healthy and everything. And the Thunderbolt Gundam runners are crazy. Yeah, dude. Which one did you do? The RX-78 looking one? The Nanzaku? That's the one I would buy if I was gonna buy them. I've decided not to buy any more models. Just buy tools. Like I'm like out of tools to buy, dude. Like for real, like I'm done. There's nothing else to buy. All right. Hasegawa also sells these little bad boys right here. These are really nice. They come in handy because they're so flexible. But this thing just is fine for like $2. You know what I mean? And you don't have to worry about shit. So it's another trick you can do. Or not. Bastard. Come on. There we go. It's not working at all. What a bastard this is. So take your part. Where's my silly putty? Silly putty or blue tack? Like, it's just something I picked up from an old guy. Just makes your life so much easier because all these parts are shaped fucking weird as shit, right? So this way your parts are yeah, man. How's life with you? Full armor Gundam. Yeah, that one's really awesome. Now I have a perfect, you know what I mean? I can measure all over it. I'm not like trying to hold it and fuck all that shit, you know what I mean? Just little pieces of wood like this really help too. Just, you know, using straightening stuff. This is just for me sanding. So what I'm doing here is I do my rough draft, whatever. I can also cheat and use these, which that's what I did to make these panel lines. It's just basically clear plastic, but those lines make it super easy to make panel lines. So there's a 3-line rule, right? Like any panel line you see, start looking at Gundams on like Gundam Guy, you'll see 3 lines always, and they'll be used in different ways, right? It's like it's basically like line, 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 or line, line, line. Never 90 degrees, basically. So you'll start seeing those patterns a lot. Like the more you do it, you're like, oh, that's just a real fucking simple pattern. So for instance, this is just basically a triangle, really, but it's chopped off anyways. What's up, babe? Yes, I am. Are you watching me? Are you masturbating to me? What do you want, woman? Good day. Sorry, that's my girlfriend. Anyways, so that's a 3-line roll right there. You don't have to have fancy tools. You can use, like when I started out, shitty dentist tools like this. Ow, motherfucker. Dentist tools like that, stuff to that effect. What's important, or even just like simple. You can get this at Home Depot tomorrow. It's a scriber. It's a tungsten scriber for like, I don't know, $4. I think it's Empire is the brand. But anyways, what's important is how you guide it. So for instance, I use Damo tape. That's kind of the standard. It's a vinyl tape. You can cut it to size, and it's really strong. So you'll be surprised how easy it is to fuck up a panel line. Or like the old timers do is they'll take like the brass strips from photo etch, and they'll just tape it like that along the thing and use that, which is even better, but it's not good on curves. So yeah, yada yada yada. Let me draw this out real quick here. And so what I'm working on now is trying to imagine in my head, because I'm not drawing it like I should be, what it would look like with layering on it. So trying to imagine which I don't know why I'm trying to do this, trying to imagine like what this part would look like completed, which is kind of difficult to imagine. But I'll show you here in a second what I'm trying to go for. This putty just makes it super simple. Another thing is nice is like these little things you can kind of cheat. So you see how it's flexible like that? You can kind of use that to your advantage and use that as like a stopping straight edge, I guess you can say. So when you make your line, it's I don't know if that makes any fucking sense at all, but yeah. So yeah, that's why I think I stopped streaming, because like it's inherently we're all impatient. And this is like really slow, dude. Like I feel like maybe I should only stream when I airbrush, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really figured that out yet, because I like even without nobody saying anything, I'm like, oh man, I'm taking too long. This type of stuff, like that's how you make mistakes. They cut yourself and all sorts of dumb shit, Take it easy, Frank. I did play Final Fantasy 15. I really I liked it, but dude, I'm like if I'm into one thing, I'm into only that type of person. Well, kind of obvious, right? So right now, Gunpla, like I mean, Gunpla's always been for the last like 3 years, but been my cup of tea. Alright, so the point of this is going to be, I'm just going to do a rough draft, fuck it. Alright, so the gist would be that this part right here where you see the line would have a layer of plastic like encasing it basically in his arm. So we'd look at something like this. Sorry, I'm trying to go quick here. I'm gonna drink a few beers when I do this, dude. Alright, so that's his arm right there. With that trimming I did, oh god, it should look a little something like that, and those lines will have Basically, the only thing that'll be this same level is that little middle part right there. That part will be cut out, and all this line on this side will have another layer on top of it. Um, so yeah, I can't think of anything else at this point. Like, it's so hard not to like just straight jack other people's ideas, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I really need to go to the restroom, but Kativa, how's it going? Russia, right? Yeah. How's life? I'm still not streaming. You happen to catch me randomly streaming again for the first time in forever. Dude, I didn't even get to the end. Tyler. You're taking too long. Figurines. I wouldn't call them figurines, but I got, this is kind of like the bulk of the Gundams over there. I guess the new one that I got since is this one's like oh, this one's perfect grade. It's just humongous and it's really articulated. It's just like the regular unicorn, but like the cool thing about it, well, it's really a rip-off. Like the Bandai freaking just rips people off, dude. But it has a light set with it, so that basically your Gundam glows. Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous. I got it for 100. I got a steal on Amazon. So. How is Russia? I'm glad that we have Trump now. That me and maybe us and Russia, they'll stop the propaganda. So I'll stop believing that you live inside of a blue world with a bunch of cement cities around you, and maybe they'll stop telling us that y'all are so evil. I don't know why I'm showing this shit. I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I've been on here, I think, for an hour, and I fucking ran out of, like, shit to do because I don't feel like modeling right now. I don't know why I got on here. Let me go grab my tools real quick. Be right back. So besides the saws, these are like my holy grail. Oh god, my holy grail tools. Oh, and they corrode, so of course. Anyways, this is probably the easiest scriber to use, like by far. Thanks, man. No, it's not stereotypes. I'm telling you, it's called propaganda in movies and everything. It's how great nations are controlled. Anyways, these Holly scribers, same people that make the saws that I showed you, make these, and they're like really awesome. Like the real famous stuff is the BMC chisels, which I still think is the best chisel you can buy. But these things go like all the way to 0.075 millimeters. So you can get those tiny scribes you see in like Gundam Guy and stuff like that. You're like, oh god, how does that work? And they go up all the way to like 3. But what it is just really nicely sharpened tungsten. So it's ever sharp, but it's really gentle. So if you drop it, it basically shatter. What else? These are really nice. These are made by the same people that make the BMC. What that does is it makes like a super nice scribe line like on the edge. See if I have anything I can even show you. It sounds stupid, but when you know you're doing like a high grade and the panel lines are everywhere and you don't feel like doing the panel line and sealing it, you could just basically take one edge, and this is not going to work because this is like at a 0.3 millimeter plastic, but oh god. I don't know if you can see that, but anyways, it gives you a really nice, it looks like it's a made panel line. It's basically cheating. Let's see, what else can I show you? Oh, I'll show you one thing before, because I'm probably going to roll out here in a second, I guess, because I have nothing else to talk about. But this thing like took me forever to get a hold of. It's like, if you know anything about Japan, you probably heard of, or if you not know anything about Japan, but if you know anything, oh god, about the hobby world, you probably know about Volk's model. And what they do is they take like these famous commissions. So this is like a guy that makes swords basically. So this is, you know, iron that they basically milled there on the spot, all made by hand. But what this is for, besides me just being a tool whore, dude, it's ridiculous. It's a fucking sword from Japan. I mean, I don't care if it doesn't fucking do anything. It just looks cool. Let's find something. All right, so like your edges on Gunpla in particular. If I didn't have that awesome sander over there, those edges, you know what I mean, like where it's chamfered. That's what it's called, camphor, whatever. This thing's, I mean, you can just hear it. It's a fucking sword. And because it's so big, it makes really clean, straight lines. So I'm not even putting any pressure, but I mean, it just turns plastic into, just get really clean lines. And let's say like you're doing a panel line, I can come in here and basically pull the panel line down with like little to no work whatsoever, and it's just super clean. So they have like a line of tools like that they make. Not that they make, this little old dude makes it right here. Like they have how it's made in Japan, like those saws, like it's basically families. It's like one guy, generations and generations, they've passed down a legacy, you know what I mean? So it's like a lot of this stuff is dying. A lot of these tools, you'll go online and they'll be there one day, they're out of stock, and they literally never come back in stock because it's usually a company will buy a modeler's idea or custom tool that he makes. Like BMC, these chisels were basically tools that a modeling club came up with, and they sold it to, you know, a company, basically. Long story short. But yeah, that's that. I guess I should read the shit. Oh god, I'm not getting into politics, but let me read what people, have you been to, no dude, I've been trying to go to Japan for so long, bro, for so long. I actually got, like when I got real sick, I actually found tickets for Japan for $750 round trip one way. I was like, oh dude, it was like the trip of my destiny, and the yen was like, what, I don't know, almost 120 to $1. So I should have went, but I didn't. I didn't have anybody to go with. I think I'd go to Japan by myself. Like straight up, I would go. I think I want to go to Japan by myself, just because I want to go look at what I want to look at. Like my tour would be fucking super detailed. But yeah, I need a haircut. Holy balls. But yeah, no, I haven't been to Japan yet in a while. Let's see, what else could I... Any other questions you guys have, or other tools? I don't know. Really nothing to talk about. This thing's probably been like the best tool that I've... It's just a simple, like, you know, the teachers used to use those little choppers. Little mini one, you put razor blades in there, but again, cutting straight lines is like next to impossible. So like, when I'm cutting little tabs out to put on the Gundam for like, this is like the movie makers call them, I forgot what it's called. There's like little notches here and there. It just adds texture, but I can make the same size over and over and over. Stupid little things like that, but just cutting to 90-degree angles, like I said, is really hard. especially when you're trying to make all these shapes and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna scrub this tonight. I just don't feel like it, and I'm tired, and I mess up, and I actually already overcut on this, so I don't know what I'm probably gonna have to like recast this arm. Like for instance, recasting like my Shinmusha, the actual V fin is not the actual V fin. I broke it. It's actually made out of. It's almost like a bondo material, but in Japan it's called mori mori. It's basically like bondo, but it's made for. So you always see like the mods when you see people's work in progress. You see like those yellow patches. You're like, what the fuck is that? It's that shit, and it's fucking amazing. It's polyester putty, is what it is, and people aren't allowed to ship it. But if you go on Global Rakuten, there's a bunch of hobby stores that don't give a shit. They'll ship anything to you. They'll ship paint to you from Japan. So this right here is a recast, basically. You can see the yellow in there. And you'll be amazed, like how I made that. It was out of like this plastic that you put in hot water for a couple seconds, and it gets super gooey. Just press the V fin into it to make a mold. Put another piece of that gooey plastic on top of it, and take it off basically. Put my polyester putty in there, and then put it up like a hard piece of plastic behind it, and boom, I had a bunch of casts. Without having to do like the whole fucking silicone mold and all that horse shit. I mean, yeah, I do want to do that, and I do need to do that. Like with this is something you would cast, because I've done so much modding on this thing to make it wider and all this, where once I have this all put together and glued back, because this is actually, so these parts, this was all one chest piece. Those saws you can just cut like if you see, I mean, you can cut right against the line without any issue. It's not bad. Yeah, I know. Are you gonna? Dude, don't get me started on Nintendo Switch, dude. I'm so. Nintendo has been disappointing me for. Because you know I'm the age for Nintendo. I mean, that was my first. No, Atari was my first system, but. Like, huge Nintendo fan. I'm just. Dude, like, really? 920? Like, you can't even get a 1080? Like, what? Nintendo made their name because they had the best hardware and software. I mean, they didn't really have the best software, actually, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm not getting into it. No, I'm not gonna purchase. I'm not gonna purchase the Nvidia, fucking. What is it called? The Nvidia Shield, basically. The lower powered one. It's not even fast. It's like Nvidia just put out a new shield that's fucking like triple as. Why wouldn't they? I don't know. Whatever. People get so mad, dude. Do you ever watch a show called Tugs? Tugs on the ETC. It's the funniest fucking show ever, dude. It's like a gamer, like they talk shit about games. Like they say, like, I don't know, it's ridiculous. It's like satire, but dude, it's the funniest shit ever. There's a guy named Shivy on there. He's the real deal, dude. He's legit. It's not IGN bullshit or any of that. I got real sick of IGN and Max, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. Like, they don't know who their audience is. They're still trying to figure it out. Like, it's always a fucking gimmick. Since the first fucking Nintendo I got, it's a gimmick. I got a fucking robot that lasted like fucking. My mom said it lasted like 5 fucking days. I was super young, but anyways, it. People don't remember it. It fucking came with this goddamn robot. It was pretty cool, but it's not like the docking station doesn't even let the processor run at full speed. That processor is fucking not even. It's underclocked basically. Like when you plug those types of processors into the wall, it basically gives it a little voltage boost automatically, like a turbo, so to speak. And it's not gonna even do that. I'm just like, what the fuck are they doing, dude? The technology is there. And then the joystick, like the joystick, they're selling one that has a USB port so you can charge it. Why not just fucking give us the goddamn one that's chargeable from the get-go like every other fucking manufacturer has since fucking concept? Like, fuck. Anyways, dude, I'm sorry. I told you I get triggered with fucking Nintendo. I'm just so disappointed in them. Oh, I will. Killing Boss, I will suck you. I hate you. There's negative on games. Yeah, they are. I used to like Max and Brian a lot, but I don't know. They're not like super new and like naive anymore. Kind of ridiculous. This is how you extend an arm out, by the way. You know, because that's gonna be in there by itself. So really, the only work you're doing is just taking a sprue and cutting it and just adding it on there, super gluing the shit out of it. So now that when you add that plastic on, I just put a bunch of plastic plates on there and just literally drilled. So when you add it in there now, it's long enough to, I guess that's fucking common sense, but you know, now it's long enough basically to catch it because it has a little bit extra in there. One thing I didn't realize when you start, oh fuck, what was that? That was a part. When you start extending stuff, so that's the waist extension right there. I haven't super glued everything and all that in there yet because I just did it. You have to fucking start looking at all the proportions. Like you know, you can't just do the waist. Like you have to do the chest now. You have to, I don't know. But there's more work of that saw, basically. That underside, if you look in there, it originally looked like this. That's all it was. So I just used, like I said, I try to use all the parts they already put in there so it doesn't make my life harder. And with those saws, I can cut it fucking razor thin so that I can keep it on there. And when I'm ready, I will glue this together. So now it's basically just like it was. I cut this basically to size for this. You know what I mean? So now it's just like the original Gundam. Like I can still do all the different modes. I'm not changing, you know what I mean? I'm not making it where it can't fucking move anymore. Like it's actually a little bit more posable now. But just ideas when you do it, you know. Use whatever they already engineered to your advantage. Like here's another thing, like so how you add just that little space in there originally. And this is the only I liked it how that was originally, to be honest, but originally it was like this, and because I added so much length to the waist and to the arms and stuff, it just didn't look right. So all I did is just re-drill those holes, and I'll basically put a backing on there so it looks all nice and pretty. So it'll come out like that. Another thing is, if you look at the dick on this thing, the waist. Where the fuck is my? I changed it completely. I scratch built the whole new waist. So see how the waist has that little baby dick right there, a little thing on there. It looks really shitty. So what I did is I took that because again we're changing all the proportions. So I cut it. I cut his waist, added the plow plate to basically, because I wanted to pull it out, and then took the existing waist and made this top portion. So I'm going to put like the little Gundam piece, but you can see the original piece at the bottom in there. See, and I just added plow plate in there, that way I can add detail in there, and it looks more like the RX-78. Makes that dick a little bit longer. And I did the same thing for the ass. So I just basically cut it out, extended it, and pulled it up a little bit. Otherwise it looked all fucking weird after I did all that. Baby EGM is old school little pro like. Oh yeah, dude, you remember shit. That's what it was called. Did you get the classic edition? Yeah. You talking about the Nintendo? Gundam bots are definitely superior. So yeah, I really need to finish this. So there's I'm doing this for the Hobby Link Japan. Hobby Link Japan has a competition. I tell everybody to join it. Oh, look, there's that tape I was talking about. Because there's so many winners. Like the first place is like 300 something dollars, and there's like beginner. There's like four first places for each category. So there's beginner, intermediate, and then advanced. So I'd say like this is more in the advanced range, where the beginner would be just building the kit, maybe hand painting it, and then you got like the airbrushing, you're doing the customization, stuff like that. But fuck, dude, it's only been a week since I started it, but I did so much cutting and so like it you're forced to do more work that's unforeseen. You know what I mean? Like once you, I don't know if that makes any fucking sense at all, but I've been up for a long time. I worked a 12-hour shift today. So tired. I've been talking a lot to myself. I'm really good at talking to myself. That's sad, right? Let's see, what else? These have been little great sanding sticks. I thought they were the same as like the nails. These have been great. Those HIQ parts. Because you can just put new sandpaper on there. I mean, it's whatever, but it's just that PP plastic, so the little sticky thing is really usable, so that just makes it nice. That's pretty much it. This baby's been like my go-to, but I think I'm gonna roll out. I mean, unless you guys want to look at a magazine real quick, that's pretty amazing. This one's all dioramas. It's by this really famous older modeler, and what he does is he does older tech. So like he does basically, instead of like, he does opposite what I do. So I try to do all like this high tech shit, like metal parts coming out. He does more like AVF style. But his ideas are just fucking mind blowing, dude. Like just oh. It's called G World. Of course, Japanese have to fucking do everything backwards. That's the dude there. Like if you watch him, because he's been on that Playmo Chiruzuki or whatever, he uses like a lot of wiring and like piano wire and stuff like that. He's a lot of the outside of the box type of thinker for sure. I mean his surrounding, like, so for instance, this right here, these trees, these palm trees, all that is a metal bar, and he takes wire and just wraps it around, and then takes PTF, or actually he takes the garden, that green tape, that garden tape, he wraps it around, and that's what gives it the fucking texture. It's like, are you shitting me, dude? Those palm trees? See it? Now you can see the wire in there. It's not, it's obvious, but if you don't know, it's like, oh my god. But anyways, this book will take you like how he goes through. That's what I'm talking about, those little pieces of plastic on there. All those little white things. Probably not that cool looking, but when it's painted, it adds a lot of depth. This is probably one of my favorites right here. Just because of the scale of it. There's like a little floating steampunk kind of thing. It's the Gaian, whatever. This is probably my favorite magazine, just to like look at, get ideas. Like a lot of this stuff, you'll be surprised. It's like a big 3-liter bottle of Coke. And you're like, what? Like this, I think. Like, I'm telling you, scratch building looks like it's fucking shit. And then he paints it and it's like, oh, Christ has died. Sorry, I shouldn't say that, but. Yeah, they are. Thanks, Roger. I appreciate it. I feel like a moron, but... This just basically shows you how the. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is the one I said he's like a 3-liter bottle of Coke. I'm sure like if you don't know Gundam, like you're just looking at it's like a bunch of fucking wire, but here's a color picture of it. It's basically like an old, if you watch any Gundam, it's an old engine off of a spaceship that's all like ripped up, and there's a Gian sniper, like with his own rifle holding it ready there. And if you look more closely, like you can see all the scratch built shit, like the little, how it has grappling things, how it has like these cool coils back here. If I had better camera than the PS4 camera, you could see all that, but I do want to show you how it's just a fucking Coke bottle. I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me, there's no way. Look. It's just a fucking cup. It's a 44-ounce fucking cup. That's what it is. A bunch of other random fucking plastic shit from around the house that he just builds up and builds up and builds up until it looks like a goddamn old engine. Like who? What? Like this guy? Like you have to respect, dude. Like look at these little monitos. Like they're all, floating around. It's not even the model. It's like the things around it that this guy builds. Like oh my god. That's the angel. I think he's originally a more of a ship modeler. This one's so cool. It's like a team that found an old Gundam. They're pulling it out of the sand. Basically, I think he uses HO scale, which is like the trains, but like this guy's just so fucking smart. Like, look, that's all scratch built from other models and stuff. He makes his own little brass tube pistons, it's pretty easy now, but oh, look at this one, dude. Basically bringing up an old Zagok from underwater with those floating tubes. Like what? Who thinks of that shit? Look at that boat. Look at they're all like there's so much action, like the water and stuff like that. It's all clay that basically gets glazed over. Like he just makes stuff look like it's literally like it's alive. It literally looks alive to me. And these are just made out of clay. These little barrels and stuff. Anyways, I thought you guys might get a kick out of that. This is using like a bunch of Gundam parts and turns them into like a ship and other stuff like that. This is cool. Little modeling boxes you can look in and you control the perspective. So you only see like this part of it. Those shadow boxes. Anyways. So yeah, guys. I know, man. It's like I learned from old timers that I was more about like, oh, I want the cool paint job, but he's like it's more about making it look realistic, like not just weathering it and all sorts of stuff like that. So, dude, the Japanese, like, they don't play, dude. Like, I'll show you a book that like just blew my mind. This was just a real basic book, and I was like, this looks not that great. Like, it just showed you some of the tools and stuff like that, but it starts going over like sanding, like things about sanding that I never realized. Basically, it tells you like the quickest way to get rid of all the marks, and like, how you sand basically with 240 first this way and then this way, and then you go, just how you step it up and how they make these kits look like they're almost plastic sometimes. Like, you don't realize, but that's painted by a professional modeler, and it looks plastic because they're sanding every single part from 400 up. I mean, it gets down to fucking breaking down how sanding literally works on the paper. Again, you can translate all this stuff. It shows you things where I was having problems with the Gundam, on rounded edge. I mean, on edges like this, where you need that sharp, that sharp angle. When you're sanding you end up rounding it off a lot of time. Well, almost like when I started, all the time I rounded it off. It just shows you like stupid things, like just using your finger like that and lifting it up will take it. Or if you're trying to make something straight, you cover it with Sharpie. So for instance, if I'm gonna do an edge, I will mark it with Sharpie. Oh, here, look, with Sharpie. And then when you sand it, you know it's fucking done because that whole part of Sharpie is gone. Like just the stupidest things you could ever think of, but they make it more fun. Like, so for instance, a lot of times Gundams you don't realize have little sinkholes like that. So it just shows like how to sand it, you know, where you go, because it's scary when you're sanding and shit. How files work, how to like use tools the right way. How to scribe. Those are those BMC chisels I was talking about. You know, how to scribe these things. I didn't just fucking make up all this shit out of myself, you know. How to use a fucking drill to sand stuff down, to make custom parts. Like basically making it a little, I forgot what it's called. Anyways, how to use like a nail tech file. Just stupidest shit in the world, but it makes such a difference. Like for instance, something kind of cool that I've been using in painting. Like let's say you paint and it has scratch marks from your sanding because you're a dumbass and you didn't sand it right. You can go back and just put super glue all over it, sand it down, repaint it, and that super glue fills in all like the little spots. And it's clear, obviously. But yeah, just like here, this one's, I get a kick out of this. Like he puts tape down so it doesn't fuck anything up, just that one spot he wants to sand. I know that sounds fucking duh, but dude, you mess up so many Gundams, and these goddamn kits are like $60, $70 a kit. All this stuff makes a huge difference, and you don't even have to customize, and you can just do this stuff right, and it really helps. So what he's doing, he's taking you through a build of one of the super mega sized Gundams, which is really cool. And then airplane and car stuff. So yeah, stuff like that is what I'm into. Let me see what else I can kick around and show you. You want to see some airbrushes? I'll show you my airbrushes, dude. That's pretty fun. Yeah, dude. Once you start realizing that every fucking hobby is ridiculously expensive. Like, so you have, this is not my newest airbrush, but one of my newer airbrushes, and dude, it's just awesome. I love it to death. So you have this plastic trigger normally, and it's just, instead of that way, it's just, oh god, it's so beautiful. Iwata is usually the ones, I mean, Iwata is pretty much, I tried to buy a Badger and it was pretty shit. And then you have your more normal style hairbrush that I recommend people to start off with, which is going to be something like that. Where you have the trigger. This is my favorite airbrush probably, just because it was my first, and it atomizes really well. It's Iwata HPC Plus. And my newest one that dude, it's fucking amazeballs, is actually a spray gun for cars. Sounds fucking ridiculous, but it leaves the best clears that you can. It's like glass. Like your coat looks like glass. It's crazy. So I buy everything. I don't buy shit from America. I buy it from Japan because it's cheaper. America likes to put a huge fucking increase on it, on everything. I don't fuck around, guys. I don't fuck around when it comes to this hobby. That shit will blow your mind. Like shit you didn't know was real. These fucking Japanese fuckers. Dude, for hobbies, they'll do whatever. Like, dude, I swear, some of this technology could probably like change the medical field. But no, it's for hobbies, dude. I'll show you in a second. I have an ultrasonic cutter that basically cuts through plastic like it's butter. Like it's butter. It's just ridiculous. Um, so yeah, and this paint cup moves wherever you want it moved. Just oops. The nozzle. What I like now, this is only for primers because this thing's huge, right? But since it's gravity fed, you don't have to. It doesn't shoot a shit ton of air, right? And then you have really badass little. Yeah, I don't have it here in front of me, but anyways, it doesn't shoot a bunch of paint, and your primer is really thick. So this is a 0.6 millimeter, whereas your regular airbrushes are like 0.3. Like 0.3, like when you're trying, it's just fucking a pain in the ass. Where this, I can actually shoot like clear lacquers, like air, like car lacquers, basically. So that's the big difference between the two. But yeah, this thing's fucking boss, dude. I don't even use the word boss. I don't think that's cool anymore. But anyways, you catch my drift. What I recommend people to do is fuck all this expensive shit and go to Hobby Lobby. Everything in Hobby Lobby is 40% off. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, you go in and every single day there's you can get, for instance, like an airbrush. They have Iwata Neos that actually have like the trigger. Like, dude, it's so awesome with the trigger. So I'll show you what I mean. Because with the trigger on top, like you have to push down just for air to come out, right? And then push down for air to come out, and then when you pull back, that pulls the needle for paint. So it's not just a simple squeeze. Like, here's air, right? Here's air, and then that's paint. I can control it, so it's really easy to control. And then when you get something like this, that's when it becomes like super badass, right? So then you have it's like a really good gun at that point. And the nozzle's a little bit different, so you get a lot of atomization, meaning that the air mixes with the paint a certain way, and then it leaves like a super smooth glass coat. I don't know. I know this shit's expensive. It's probably a little much, but the nicer the tools, the more specific the tools you have, the easier it is to get the best result, and the more fun you have with your fucking hobby, because it's a hobby. It's not a goddamn job, right? So you can splurge a little. So that's my, like, that's why I stopped buying models, because dude, backlogs, like, it takes me fucking forever to build a model. So I'd rather buy the tools to help me build models faster and better, if that makes sense. Here's another one. This is just a smaller one. This one's a side feed, meaning it's just on the side, so I can actually see what I'm shooting. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. You'd be surprised. These aren't as expensive as you think. Like this TH, when I got a really good deal on Amazon, was $149. It's like $500 airbrush. I bought a C plus. I got it for $109. It's like $250 now. You have to watch Amazon. It fluctuates. $169. Usually a $500 thing. If you buy direct from Japan, like, you don't pay the huge, ridiculous Iwata name. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I don't know what else to talk. Oh shit. I need to get this thing so I can read what people are fucking saying. Oh, no problem, Phil. See, aim for infinity and create the. I don't know. You sound like you're talking about like some Alan Watts shit, and I'm all about that, dude. But I couldn't see what you wrote. My bad. Let me look this up. Since some of you guys are new on here, you haven't been on here, I'll show you one of my completed Gundams. This one was in the GBWC. I don't mean to be gay, but it's not. I don't mean to say gay. Whatever. It's the gold. I can't clear the gold, so I have to be very careful how I hold it. Let's see. Let's do this. See, bro, I'm all about crystal power. Sorry, it's not like properly put down, but so you're trying to go for that super smooth, even though that's, you see that gloss. Like, my goal is, like, on my parts to have like 2 textures per part and 2 colors per part, which you really can't see with this camera, but like this is a metallic red and this is, you know, your obviously your flat red, and then your silvers, the black is enamel gloss. And you have a lot of like little metallic parts that I put in there on the head. I hate this fucking camera, dude. The eyes are actually little holographic clear things that I basically put on there and I painted over with clear. And then the Vulcans in there are, I'm sorry guys, it's not gonna zoom, and I'm super shaky like fucking Parkinson's McGee. Parkinson's, whatever. Anyways, this is my very first stream, you guys, so bear the fuck with me. Add me, I'm sure I'll get better at this shit and have something more to do. It moves, everything moves, like it's completely, it has an inner frame, so for instance, like, I mean, nobody plays with them, I mean, I guess you can, but it moves completely, so let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. Come on, you son of a bitch. Come on. You can do it. So the thing has like a fucking inner frame, bro. Like, it doesn't fuck around. Like, it's a full working mechanical, and you make this from ground up. So, give you an idea. They come on runners, and you have to cut them out, sand where the runner is, and all that stuff, and put them together piece by piece. So it's like a super duper advanced Lego. So you're basically putting it together piece by piece by piece. See, that's the head. I'm surprised how many freaking parts this thing has. And then it comes with like the paint chart, you know, what colors to use for painting. Not a lot of people paint in America, but in Japan they do. See, that's that leg we were looking at. Right there. So it has a full inner frame, but yeah, it starts off... Dude, trust me, you know how I got into this hobby? Because I was like, dude, I thought this shit was super... It's like super nerd. Like, I'm nerdy, but holy fuck, it's way too nerdy. I went into a hobby town and I saw the Sazabi. Like, if you don't know what Sazabi, you should look it up. I don't have it to show. But anyways, that was the first kit I bought, and like I was putting it together and I was like, this, like, once you start seeing the mechanics, and especially on a bigger kit, you start seeing like how it works and how everything moves and the panels open up, and dude, it's like childhood dream all over, you know what I mean? Like, I wish I knew about this shit when I was a kid, but anyways, yeah. I need to sell them, dude. I want to sell this one here soon. That was the one that was in like the GBWC. Here, I'll give you. This is his sword. Damn it. Sorry about the color. It's just not that great with my lighting. So all that shit's masking. It's just a big pain in the ass. Super villain kidnap you. Shut the fuck up, dude. But anyways, the GBWC, if you don't know, is the Gundam Builders World Cup. And the Gundam Builders World Cup is a chance. Basically, it's a competition like they have it at Comic Con. This one was at A-Con. There's one in each area, but it's all around the world. It's basically World Cup, bro. It's World Cup for models. You win a trip to Japan for a week. They fly you up there. It's what's up. It's where it's at. So that's like the end goal here, I guess. It's the point of all this shit. Just to go to Japan, I could fucking probably pay for a ticket myself. But yeah, that's it. There's a bunch more tools. Oh, here's the ultrasonic cutter I was talking about. I'll show you this shit. Just subscribe and I'll show you more about it. But so this thing here literally shakes like an ultrasonic cutter, whatever the fuck, and cuts through plastic like it's butter, dude. Cuts through pretty much anything. Cuts through glass. Cuts through anything you can think of. It can cut through like butter. It's fucking phenomenal, amazing for scratch building. Like once you start getting into it. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm fucking super tired. I really appreciate you guys. I really wasn't planning on staying in here because it was like my first ever. How fucking cute is that little son of a bitch? I think I'm a queer boy and I just love little mini things, dude. I think that's all it fucking is. Actually, no, I like everything Japanese. I'm a tool whore. Hey! I mean, how the fuck do you not love that? And when you see it cut plastic, it's just like, it's like a wood chisel. It just like, oh, it's beautiful. Just shaves it up like a beautiful bird. Look at this little mini. Look at that little baby. Look at him. Look at him. Alright, I'm getting delirious, dude. Can it an ATM Mac machine? I wish, bro. My lamp has used before. Kill Bill's. Thanks, dude. Kill Bill's sword. Can it cut? I wish, dude. That'd be fucking awesome. Alright, guys. Thanks, man. I appreciate you jumping on here. Sorry I left all you people last time, but plenty more to see, plenty more shit. I'll try to show you more tools and stuff, how to use them. Tomorrow I'll have a mush grabbing shit together. I'll probably have it like all drawn out so I can show you how to do that. But anyways, other than that, see you guys later. I'm off tomorrow. Appreciate all your support. I guess subscribe, right? Like that's how you do it. I'll get all this shit together in line. But take it easy, guys. Really appreciate it. Have a good one. Sorry, that was gay. Thanks, Roger. Oh my god, I don't know how to turn this shit off. What an idiot. See, you're not supposed to stream if you don't know how to fucking do it. What a moron. Did I do it?